Hello. Hi. My name is Vaughn. I've been putting this off for a long time, but I've wanted to just record, some Wildfrost, maybe a couple other games, but I figured this would be a good one to start with, just because I'm comfortable with the game and I've already 100%ed it. I'm up on 22 bells. I'll click in here and kind of go around. Like, I've done all the achievements and everything. And that's all really. But, I've just been... I just kind of felt the urge to start some YouTube content, and that's all really. I play a lot of roguelikes, and I'm also I'm kind of into like achievement hunting a lot, and also win streaking, and I think that's what I'm gonna attempt to do here. I don't know if it'll work out. And that's all. This is definitely gonna be the first Wildfrost upload. I could see myself doing some slice and dice. I know Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers came out soon too. I probably have a couple other, mostly deck builder roguelikes that I'd definitely be interested in doing. But we'll see. We'll see if this goes anywhere. I'm gonna start playing 22 bells, and a lot of people I see, not just in this game, but in most games, they'll kind of rotate between all the starting choices. So I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna keep it simple. And I'm not too sure about about this hero. I don't respect gain 1 block on kill. I think it's with 6 HP. The late game is going to be rough, especially when it's going to be a lot harder to kill with 3 damage on a 3 turn timer. If this was like no effect and some more HP, this hero I would probably pick. This hero I would be inclined to take if it wasn't for a 5 turn timer. It's a lot of HP, and that's kind of what you want from a starting hero. So I think I'm going to take this guy here, apply 1 shroom to all enemies. It's fine, I guess. These two aren't like massively different, I feel, but it's I don't think it's too big of a deal as long as they have some bulk. They're able to not fold like paper the moment something happens. Oh yeah, and you can see in the book here a former win streak had just ended. Or hold on, was there? I probably just made that up. I haven't played Wildfrost in probably a week or two, so I'm gonna be, I don't know, maybe a little rusty. Maybe I'll be fine. But I'm just gonna click the buttons and we'll see how it goes. Doesn't have to be more complicated than that, I think. And for the pet choice, which I already did but didn't really talk about, I think Spike is so far ahead of all of the others that it isn't really a choice. I think Spike makes the early game just extremely easy, and for that reason I'm probably only going to pick him. I just think it's too valuable to have Spike in the early game for me to even really consider the others. And early on, I want to make some money. I believe this is the snow fight. I don't remember his name. I forgot his name completely. But this is not the fight where you make a lot of money. And for that reason, I'm going to force it to give me money. I want as much money as I can get. I'm not going to spend like an hour trying to sweat for it, but, I want to make some money. And with the apply 2 to all enemies, we actually have a double kill here to get a little extra. And I think I will take it. The Winter Worm is attacking soon, but it's okay. I have Woodhead. He'll handle that for me. And honestly, I might just ignore the Winter Worm and just get out of here. I hit the Goblin. I'm not gonna be making a lot of money here today in this fight. You know, in this economy, it's hard to get out of the pit, you know. And I was not paying attention. I looked over at OBS. I can't really say anything about that. If I hit him, Scrappy Sword, he's at 4, 2, he's at 2. I don't have another combo kill here, so I'm just gonna leave. I've embarrassed myself enough. I don't know why I let Spike die. I don't know what came over me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Spike. He didn't deserve this. Alright. So choosing the pathway, we're up against the Shroom fight, which might mean this hero is kind of bad here. This one Shroom to all, there's a certain enemy that scales whenever anything takes Shroom damage, and I think that includes its allies. It most likely does, which means we're going to be scaling their attack. That makes me more tempted to take 2 Travelers here. I am a little worried about not having enough HP to really take any hits in this fight. I would love to go, like, treasure and some money to patch this up and, you know, find some cards. I think this clan has pretty good cards. But, I just need to have 2 characters. I'll find cards later. Right now, that's an alright charm. I'm just fine taking some characters to give this run some direction. Like, yeah, I think, Big Berry. I said I want some health. I want to be able to take hits. This guy, that's what he's here for. He heals, big health, decent attack. He's good. Chomp Bomb here, I don't have any shell cards to really enable him. It's really hard to first pick this guy. He was super good. All they did in the last update, like, to him, was lower his shell by 1. And it's really weird, but it's kind of made me see, like, this guy, it's really hard to just pick him with no plan. And Pyra, she doesn't attack. If I had, like, Foxy or someone in here, I'd consider picking her, but I don't have anyone that really scales hard off of the spice. I don't know if I'll stop and explain every pick like that, by the way, but maybe quick notes. Oh, okay. So, you know, Yuki's cool, Blunky's cool, Nova's probably, she's definitely, like, the best character in the game right now. They give her a Sundown Charm. Oh no, she takes 13 turns instead of 12. It's not a big deal. It'd be nice if I got Blunky too, but, like, look, they give you a Nova. I don't think you complain. I think you just take it and you walk away. Okay. So there's a Teeth Charm here. I'm not super happy about that one. Does mean it's gonna be hard to trigger Nova. And this is, yeah, this is bad. I don't have, like, any damage, really. I think, So what I'm considering here is I'm gonna need the Woodhead later for the boss of this area, because the boss will probably just kill anyone she hits. This 4 Shroom, I think I will actually let Nova take it. It gets rid of the Teeth Charm, too, because this guy kills himself. And it'll break her block and she'll trigger, which I can call in the Wave Bell, and I don't think there will be another Teeth Charm. And I think this is probably the best option here. It's also fine to kind of increase the value of this a little, but I don't think that's as important. Sucks I have to play it this way. I just realized there's a puffball on my screen too, which means nothing. Sorry. I forgot. Neither of these guys have an attack stat. They will hit Nova. She's gonna lose her block when the Shroom goes. And more Shroom, that's fine. I recall her after, and she'll be okay. She will walk it off. And everything should trigger as I planned. Yeah. And Nova takes a break. she's gotta go somewhere else today. I think one shroom on Spike, not a big deal. He will take that guy out. I could probably get a double kill if I hit the goblin here, but I think it's important for me to just get Big Berry out and counting down, so I have real damage. I don't have a whole lot going on here. And this 9, sketchy, but I need to stop the Strudels. And I think I'm gonna double hit him. Sad to let the goblin run away. I don't have a ton of money for the second fight, but like, get rid of the Strudels. And from here, I'm definitely gonna have to kill this puffball, but I think I just have to take the 9, which is a terrifying thing. That's a lot of damage. And I think I am wasting some damage here. Swing a 5 into a 2 means, you know, I'll swing 2 in here. This guy's overkilled by 3. This guy will be at 3 more HP than he could have. I don't really want to let my hero take this. But I suppose, I mean, it is fine. I'm just scared. But I'm gonna do it. Oh, and now I realized why I was not gonna do that. I actually wanted Big Bear to get the kill. But I will live with my decisions. No point in playing Nova here, I think. She's a 13 turn timer, and no block to trigger her. She does not get that back. But I do see the potential for a combo kill if I just do this. And that will also get me the heal. Probably a terrible idea to be stalling against the Veiled Lady like this, but I mean, it's okay. It's alright. And I'm gonna keep telling myself that until I can believe it. We get our kills. We gain a whopping 2 HP back. And I think we just redraw to freeze Veiled Lady. 4 Shroom. It's like 4, 3, 2, 1. That is like exactly 10. So I mean, naturally don't want to take it. But she's dead in 2 turns. And it'll do a 4-3. Basically, it'll tick down by 7 total. So I do walk out of this alive. Scary, for sure. I think this probably is the the hardest second fight. I gotta say that in the right order. So it means a little bit of a different thing. But, we'll be alright. I have, I guess, enough money. I didn't have much opportunity to get a ton. Spike got healed, and I don't think I need another Traveler, and the Gnome is, he's not very kind. I don't like him. I'm gonna go to the bottom path. I think the Charm, a lot of the time it just gives you garbage, but it can also give you, you know, something that makes Nova just kind of win the game for you very, very easily. Okay. Fungo Blaster has a little bit of a synergy with my hero, but at the same time, my hero is applying 1 DOT every 4 turns. So, I mean, if Fungo Blaster even triggers, it would be a miracle. Dragon Pepper, great with Nova. Bring it to 10 damage. Sometimes it's enough to just wipe out a whole wave. And that's solid. You can get like a Pepper Flag. You can give her a Frenzy, and that's like enough. Pinkberry Juice is easily one of the best cards in the game. With my ability to heal, I should be okay. What fight am I in? Bamboozle. So, I would probably take this if I was in Infernoco, because that guy scares me. That boss, you have to take a lot of damage, especially when you can't really do much in that fight. So I'm gonna take the Dragon Pepper because it gives me a solid chance of Nova just winning me the game. I think oh, okay. I mean, what did I say? Sometimes Nova will just win you the game off of a charm. And I'm going to wait a little bit just to put that on. You never know, but basically, you reduce her health to 1. She has 3. It really doesn't matter. But giving her 2 more block, you can trigger her 3 times in a fight, just like naturally. It's really strong. Alright. I don't think this is very good. The Heart Forge has been curse charmed, and Snowcake is still really, really good. You pick an enemy, you put them in jail. It's simple, it works. There's no complaints to be made. I could consider Shellbow here. I think obviously Crown I'm gonna put on Nova, but Shellbow, I can't get value on it with Nova, but it does give my other characters a lot of effective health. Like just a great amount of bulk. I can heal off the little bit of damage it does, so I'm not too worried about that. But I think it's on sale. I want to have enough money for the next crown, and I think that I should win this fight quite easily. Is there a... Okay, sorry, I saw this, I wasn't paying attention to it, and I just wanted to check if I was on the Frost Guardian, like, for real, or it was an ascended hero. I think I'll be fine with Nova and the Dragon Pepper. It's very strong. This is definitely going here. And, you know, the only problem with this Curse Charm lowering her timer by 1 is that it's just -1 charm slot. I'll live with it. You know, no point in equipping the draw to unkill. I think I want something that makes her stronger instead. And this isn't like amazing anyway. My deck is pretty thin. If I need to draw cards, maybe I'll just hit the bell, and worst case scenario, I lose like 1 turn. It's not great, but I'll live with it. And now we have the Bamboozle that will freeze me, so he won't trigger Nova. Nova getting hit by that is pretty bad. She'll lose 1 block and also just not be able to like not be able to trigger. And when the blocks are her triggers, she only has like a limited amount of these. Getting snowed it's pretty rough here. I think I want to be able to call in the Wave Bell, and there's a case to be made for snowcaking this Winter Worm. I'm tempted to save it for later when the boss splits. This boss splits into 2 guys. One of them does not resist snow. You can just put him away. But I think by then I'll be alright, and I just need to get through the early part of the fight. I could have Nova trigger on this guy. But I think it's better if I just hit him and then call the Wave Bell in. Okay, apply 1 Frost on the Snowbow it's really annoying. But I don't think it will matter much. I'm going to freeze him. We have 1 turn until the redraw bell. I draw 6 cards. I will draw the Dragon Pepper. And I think my plan is to let the Gobbler hit Nova. And I'm now recognizing that she will be frozen. And so I think that the play here is to just redraw now. No. That doesn't really make sense. I'm losing this turn if I redraw. He's on 2, so if I... Next turn, either way, I'm gonna have a Snow Stick. Basically all I'm doing if I redraw now is losing 1 card play. So I might as well just play one of these, and I don't really know what to play. Woodhead's a waste, Scrappy Sword doesn't do much. I'm just gonna Sunrod Nova. She'll probably trigger naturally, like, at some point during this. Alright. So, Nova's losing a block no matter what, which sucks. I don't want her to lose 2, so I'm letting my hero take the Gobbler hit. I take 4 on my hero. That's okay. I'll live with it. I'm gonna wait to play these guys. They're gonna get hit and snowed anyway. this will be my turn to Dragon Pepper. And it's all good. For the Snowbow hit, I'm going to play 1 spike. And this time, I have an amazing plan. I will not get him killed for nothing. I'm a little bit of a tactician. Sometimes, you know, on weekends. But everything will be good. I just have Nova wipe out half the enemies. I call some more in, because, I don't know, I guess my hero's swinging. It's really not massive, but, like, you know, who cares? I exploded, like, most of the enemies in just a catastrophic event. So I don't think I'll lose this after that. We can get just a natural Nova trigger with the Sunrod here. And she'll take out 2. I don't need to let Spike take that hit. I can also just double trigger her too if I do this. This guy doesn't have the Frost like the other one. And you know what, 6 to all does sound pretty good. That sets you to 8, so Big Berry doesn't kill. You're gonna be on 10. It's all looking pretty good. Boozle's pretty low. He's gonna be on 1 after this. Whenever my hero swings next, he is dead. He'll get like 2 swings in. He's gonna be on 1 from Spike, and like, it's really not important. The fight is over. I won this fight. You can see 2 plus 5, as far as I'm aware, about the same as 7. You know, close enough. And like, what's he gonna do? He's just gonna sit here. Well, he's not gonna sit here. He's a little bit dead, but he was sitting there for a moment. Briefly. Big Berry loses 2 HP. It's a shame, but we won a 50-50. If my hero lost it, it would have been a little worse, I think. We're past the first major boss. I have an okay amount of money. I can't afford the next charm. Sorry, the next crown. A Noomlin Bell is a little tempting in this clan. You have like the 2 snow sticks you can hit and Sunrod. These 3, love getting a Noomlin on them. But you know, it could hit like Scrappy Sword, Big Berry. So not too interested in it. Demonized Charm, very strong. If I'm able to get into kind of Frenzy on Nova, it's probably just, it's a wrap, you know? If she's swinging twice, she applies the Demonize and she has the Dragon Pepper, that's 30 damage to all on her trigger. That's really strong. I'm taking the crown no matter what. Smackback, it could be alright. I think Smackback Big Berry is nice. Smackback Nova, if I didn't give her -2 health, if I had maybe like a hog-headed charm, bring her health up to like 8, she's an okay holder of it. But I don't think it's great here. She's already basically Smackback. Sort of, almost. So I think the play here is just the Demon Charm. Sorry, the Goat Charm. I take my Gunk Fruit. I'm all good. And I have an injured companion. I did say my my last run was the end of my first win streak. Not my first, my former. I get a BG, I guess. She's she doesn't belong here. And we don't get locked out of the Lumen Vase. Or sorry, the crown. If I have to take the Lumen Vase, I will lose a crown for it. When healed, max HP also increases. That's an alright charm. You know, I can slap it on Big Berry and he will sometimes gain 2 health. Not the craziest. Mobile Campfire would have been nice, but it's also debuffed. And it doesn't really matter because I have to just take the Lumen Goop. Not taking it, I think, I just think it's not as fun. You don't see like the true final boss, and I think the biggest difficulty in this game is the final boss. I wouldn't feel right not fighting it. There's some things to consider here. Let me check what my next fight is. The Conkers. So, Ice Dice here, it's weird. It's almost always just a bad card, but like I have Nova. And I think when Nova is triggering off of this, it's pretty good. And I'm gonna buy it. I think it's worthwhile. It's just, you know, it makes Nova trigger. One enemy will basically not have taken a hit from her. If I can find a Blaze Tea or something to give her Frenzy, then it gets like astronomically better. But either way, for now, it's a way to kind of renew my swings with Nova. Into this fight, I'm a little worried. I think this fight's, it can be a little difficult. They also have teeth there, so not great for Nova. I think I should crown the Dragon Pepper. And I think I'm actually going to Curse Crown it. This one you can't remove, and it'll also lower stats by 1, HP and attack. HP can't go to 0, attack can. But Dragon Pepper doesn't care about that. It does mean I have to use it on my first swing. So naturally I'm not going to get it against like the mini bosses, the bosses that spawn in the later waves. But once you get ahead, you know, it makes things a lot easier. You know, you're spending your first couple turns not really stressed out. You can just kind of play whatever. This thing, I don't think this thing matters. I'm going to put it on Big Berry. Yeah, whenever he heals, and the only healing here is him. I probably should equip the Goat Charm on Nova, but with one of her charm slots taken, I think it's important for me to hold out. I can try and get a Chuckle Charm, which will let me put as many as I want on here. Or there could be like just a charm that gives Frenzy, would also be pretty massive. Not as good without the Demon Eyes, but like I think it's worth just holding on to for that. And I'm just gonna put my other crown on Big Berry. With the Dragon Pepper here, I don't need the Snow Cake immediately. I can save this for the boss, and I can just walk it through. So, as I said, this is my first recording. I think, I think something I learned already about this recording, I should definitely grab water before I start recording. And that's fine. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to play the Ice Dice here. If this guy gets it, it's going to be pretty annoying. But I'm just going to hit him for 2. They're all at 10 or lower. I'm just going to put a Gunk Fruit on Nova. Can I call the Wave Bell? I actually cannot call the Wave Bell. I could wait and kill this with these 2. And that might actually be worth it. If I kill the Shell Witch, I call the next wave in, I get a very big swing. There is an enemy with teeth that might spawn in this wave. But I think overall, it is actually pretty worthwhile. And if I'm waiting like this, I should just freeze the Pecan. It's good to just stop him. I'm gonna get my Woodhead out. And he will die. And also, I get a heal. This guy got a little more shell. So I'm gonna freeze him instead of using the Gunk Fruit up. Just to do 1 to him, get him back down to 10. I won't kill this one. But, I mean, look. I won't tell if you won't tell. We can let him live. And yeah, we just blasted, I think. And like, I mean, from this position, I think I'm fine. I'll play the Ice Dice. I know my redraw bell is charged, but like this guy, he's gonna do 2 damage. I'm not really scared. And look, he's dead before these guys even spawn in. And I think I'll just put like a Flame Water on Nova. It's a little more damage. It's not a big deal. Like at this point, especially with like Snow Cake in hand, the boss is, he doesn't get to play the game anymore. Some might say it's unfair. I would say I don't care. I'm having fun. I don't care if everyone else is having fun, because I'm having fun. And I think we'll just let Nova swing a bunch of times. She'll handle it for me. Look, this guy swinging 2. Don't care. This is just bullying. It is just not fair. It's just me hitting this guy until he falls over. It is Bulgover. It is Bulgarian, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to study my world history, because I don't know if Bulgaria gains 3 shell on kill. You know, if they do, good for them. Good for them, you know? No issue with the Bulgarians. Alright. I'm pretty broke. But this bottom path, it just looks good. Charms for Nova. Ooh. Chrono, if it wasn't inked, would really... I would consider it. I think it is a way to give Nova Frenzy that also lets me play this charm. I would consider it. Having Cursed Crown my Dragon Pepper would be pretty bad then, because this thing would get completely wasted. I wouldn't be able to play it on her. I'd have to take away her crown. But I don't really have the option. And I also have to just wait 4 turns for it anyway. I'm going to take a Totem of the Goat. It applies some Demonize, but it also just takes a hit for me. I think that's a pretty nice deal. Oh. Okay. So the Greed Charm gives me a whole lot of damage. I think, naturally with the Greed Charm, I'm incentivized not to really spend this money. But at the same time, if they show me a charm that I can just play on Nova, I think it'll be worth buying. If they show me a Chuckle Charm, I'm grabbing it immediately. Okay. That's a little odd. 4 shell, 1 snow. The Charm Merchant really does sell just some strange cards. But, Spark, Scrap HP, Raspberry Charm. A cheap Raspberry Charm is kind of worth considering. You know, plus 3 health, plus 1 attack. Good on Big Berry, good on my hero. It's more, but like, I don't think I need it at this point. I think I'm perfectly fine. However, Nova will get silenced here. So, do I think that I need to play the charms? I don't think I do. If I Greed Charm her, she does 2 more damage. If I Goat Charm her, it's not going to be great. The enemies in this fight, inking everywhere. So she's going to lose her card tech. She's not going to hit all enemies after her first swing, because there's a guy that when you hit him, inks you. It's alright though. And I think because it's this fight, playing the charms won't really make me much stronger. So I'm good to just hold it and move on. So, what I can do is hit you with a Scrappy Sword, bring them to 5, and a Sunrod Big Berry acts before these guys, which will let me call the Wave Bell and hit Nova's swing into a larger group of enemies. I think that's a pretty good play. Just to maximize the value of this Dragon Pepper. I do get my Big Berry inked. I'll live with it. He does lose the Flourish after he healed, which is a really... not how I expected that to go. But that's not important. This sucks. And I forgot that I don't have a way to hit Nova in my hand, so if I call the Wave Bell, I'm gonna have to freeze this guy anyway. I'll just I'll freeze him. Not using the Snow Cake, I kinda wanna hold on to it. And I'll play Spike, because it's basically a free turn. Again, Not again, really, but I could get a little more value on this. I don't think I need it. It's a very small amount of damage. And this Uba Bear is a problem. But I think if I play like this, I can pretty freely just kind of take that block off. Yeah, I mean, what do, you know? Everything here's dead. I know, if I'm wrong, if 10 is suddenly not a larger number than 9, Big Barry will die. I think it's all good. I don't mind. So he's no longer hitting 5 to all, he's hitting 5 to one enemy. I'm not scared of that. The boss is gonna come in here soon. I think I will play my Ice Dice now. You know, he keeps his one block. I waste the Demon Eyes. Look, it doesn't make a big difference. This guy, he's not a threat anymore. I cannot snow kick this boss, so I'm just gonna shut down the guy behind him. I had to clear my throat. Big Barry is still inked, so no heals for him. Little unfortunate. I think I do just take this guy out. I don't have another way of stopping it from being 5 damage to all. So I let it go. He's gone. I kill him. You know, thinking about it, there was an argument to be made by letting Big Barry kill this guy so that Nova doesn't get inked when she swings next. I'll live with it. I don't think it's a real big problem. But, yeah, so looking here, he does increase the effects by 1, so now my big heal 3. We've got the biggest berry of them all. It's probably not going to happen. I win from here. It's not really a question, I think. Fight might as well be over. I'll just, you know what, I want to go for a double kill here. And, I mean, I have it, really. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I knew I did. And I saw the numbers for a second, I was like, no, I can't do math. And then I remembered, you know, I can't do math, but I do know that I had the Totem of the Goat. Not my brightest moment. Okay. Grabbing money, great with my Greed Charm. Card could be something nice, could be a Pepper Flag. But here's where I give in a little bit. The chance that I see a Chuckle Charm here, it's only getting bigger. And if I see a Chuckle Charm, I win. Like, I will just win. Yeah. I mean, that's all there is to say. I'm gonna look at the Chuckle Charm. I'm gonna look for the Chuckle Charm. I don't know if it's there. But I actually do know that it's here. It's gonna be right here. I mean... Oh, wait. I was too focused on the fact that, like, oh, hey, no, it wasn't right here. But, like, hey, this is a pretty good charm, too. No, it is here. It's just under the text I pulled up. Okay. Without a question, and without even waiting, I slam it on. Look. She's gonna win. She's gonna do more than win. She's going to embarrass the enemies. They don't even have a chance. She has so many charms, it's like half of a ring here. I'm tempted to buy this too. It doesn't matter if she gains fragile. She only has 1 HP anyway. And I'm not really increasing it. I have the Ice Dice. I have stuff to take hits. I have Big Berry, Fun Gun, Totem of the Goat. I'm not worried about lowering her health. And reducing her timer by half... I mean, it's a lot faster, but, like... I don't think it's important. I have a way to trigger her. I'm gonna move on. If I spend it, I do miss out on a crown. That's what I wasn't really thinking about when I considered it. We have our lumen vase, and I don't have enough for the crown anyway. This spice stones could actually be super worthwhile. Doubling Nova's spice. When I have this on her, that's a plus 14. I can lumen vase 14, double it to 28. She'll be doing 31 damage on her first trigger. That does seem good, and if I literally ever get something that makes her frenzy, that does mean she will kind of one-shot the final boss. You know, they'll have 90 HP, she's doing 31, and then second swing, 62. They're just dead. Is it worth more than a crown? Do I have enough? So if I Nova, Dragon Pepper, Lumen Vase, and I get one more, I'll have one more for Spice Stones. But I won't have one more for the Frenzy if it's from something like Blaze Tea. Why am I considering if it's worth more than the crown if I can't afford the crown? I need to slow down a little bit, I think. Maybe, I don't know. We're 40 minutes into a run and we just got handed the free win. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just buy a charm and I just move on. That's nice, I guess. So I think if I did put this on Nova, it'll use the... I think it uses the acorn before the block. I actually don't know. So I think I'm just going to put it on my hero. It's more health, it's more bulk. It doesn't really matter on Nova. And I'm going to swap Big Berry out for Fun Gun. This is a boss fight, so another 50-50 that my hero might lose 2 HP. I'll live with it. I'll be okay. And I think I'm going to crown my Spice Stones. Set my Nova to a big number. I realized when I was doing my math for the final boss, I actually forgot. Spice Stones has the apply one, so it'll be like slightly bigger than I thought it would be. Who cares? It's a big number. I'll be fine. We've got 3 enemies arriving, so there's no way I can call it in before she swings, I think. I think I have to just wipe out this wave. Might not have been my greatest decision because I do now have to live with Truffle being split. But I mean, I think it's alright. I think I'll be fine. We give one of the Truffles a block. That's fine. It goes to Fun Gun. Not hero. My Nova will trigger. Honestly, I don't care if the Puffball hits me. Actually, I do. 4 blocks. 2, 4. So he's gonna be taking 4 damage and 4 shroom. Yeah, I mean, that will kill him. Actually, no. It doesn't, because as soon as this guy swings, Nova will trigger. So honestly, like, it's fine. And I think I hit Nova and I just trigger again. Just to really start getting through all this. I didn't see that there was a Teeth Charm there, but I mean, I think that actually works almost to my advantage. Maybe not because of the splitting Truffle before the attack. I did get my Fun Gun hit. But I think I'm all good. But I do have a lot of trouble coming up in a couple turns. You'd think with all these cards in my hand that I'm good to send it. Just let it go. I think I have to redraw. And I think the play is Spice Stones. You're gonna apply 5 DOT. I'll just put that on one that won't die. I want a big combo kill here. That's what I want. Let me think. You're gonna take 4 from the shroom. If I hit you with a scrappy sword, 7, 5, I think I don't need to. I'm not sure how it'll work out when he splits, but I don't think I need to. So I'm going to snow stick this one. It gets rid of the block and stops one of them. Yeah. Okay. The fight's basically over. I mean, there's not really much more to do here. Maybe I just, like, Sunrod Nova. She's close to a natural trigger. Oh yeah, and I forgot about the greed when I was counting it out. That's another thing. These guys are on 3 turn timers. I'm gonna redraw, and if I get my Sunrod, which I don't, the odds that I draw Sunrod next turn are kind of low, but the fight's over. Right now, I'm just playing for for as much money as I can get. Love money. Big fan of money. In video games. Yeah. We missed one, but I mean, look at how much money I made. You walk into this fight, you lose a 50-50, but you're rich. Maybe you don't always lose a 50-50. Maybe you don't have one. Fine by me. Replace shell effects with spice, and vice versa. I think that charm is super cool with spice stones. You get yourself you just double your health stat, basically. It's really messed up. If I had chosen Chompom a while ago, I would have just hit, like, I guess I'd say I just hit another Exodia, but, like, it is another Exodia. This one, probably better, definitely faster, because she hits all enemies. It's not a big deal. Sunbell of Fellowship, not worthwhile. Sunbell of Time, I don't think it's necessary. I think the Durian Charm is pretty bad here. It just, I mean, it can't be played on Nova, and she's the one winning me the game right now. And this charm, it also doesn't really do much. So I'm just gonna, I'll take it, and I'm just gonna take, like, Sunbell of Health. More health for my hero. You won't hear me complaining. Okay. So we already have a ton of charms. But more is always better. This is directly, like, a little bit of damage for Nova. So this is, like, obviously beneficial, no matter what. But, like, the charm could be a little more than 1 damage every time she swings. And I'm going to play for that. It's 2 damage every time she swings. Would you look at that? Isn't that wonderful? It's a minor increase. I don't know if it'll make much of a difference. And I probably should have reworked my crowns in this fight. I think crowning a spike instead of Dragon Pepper Spice Stones would have been most likely the better decision. Again, I'm just gonna live with it. And I'm just gonna kill these guys. Can I call them Wave Bell? No. It's not a big deal. That's a big number though. I'm not scared of him. You show me a 12, I show you nothing. I'm not even looking. Yeah, that was a pretty good one, wasn't it? I bet he's mad now. I sure insulted this, this video game crab. We're reaching new highs today. And I mean, she's doing a raw 10 damage right now. I think I think that's the point where it just doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna, I'll get a little more money, I guess. This guy, I mean, he could be a problem. Oh, I can't read. Not being able to read might be the problem. If you think about it. Or if you don't. So I think even if you don't really need to think about it to realize that. I'm really jumping around here. That's my bad. Mentally, I think. I'm gonna If you look, he does seem to be dead. And if I apply one haze to my Nova, I think it's game over. He will instantly trigger her too, and she'll kind of just kill me. Like, I live the hit, but she'll kill me. So I think, with this guy here, if I hit him, he might apply the 10 block to the burster. I'm not sure if this applies before or after his other allies also die in the same swing. So I'm going to play it safe, which, I mean, there's not a lot of opportunity cost with playing it safer here. Okay, it goes to this guy, and then I draw my entire deck, and then he smacks back, and then he ends my day. He ruins my day. Yeah, I should have thought ahead a little bit more. I don't think the haze on my Nova was as bad as the death of my Nova. Yikes. Okay. I should be alright. I think I'll be alright. Let me get some poison ticking down on Numbskull. Just to start working on his block. Luckily I have a lot of HP. And I think the big issue here is the bursters. So I'm going to, yes, waste a 10 snow card on a snow resistant enemy, just to desync him from the boss. What's great about Spike here, he tanks the bursters. The bursters hit him and he's not going to hit anybody else, so it's really not a big deal. I am in a bad situation though. I think the play is I Lumen Vase Fun Gun to get more Shroom? No, that's not it. I think I just gotta hit Numbskull until I can get out of here. It will take a while for Numbskull to really chew through all this health. But this crab is also a little bit of a problem. So I'm a little I'm not in a great situation here. That's all really. Dead on board. He's not gonna do anything. The bursters, they're countered for the next little while. It's just me and Numbskull, and his 2 block and his 30 HP. So I think I just keep hitting him, and I say a little bit of a prayer, and I will Lumen Vase Fun Gun. Alright, Spike takes one more burster. Probably not the last one either. And I think I want to get the Shroom ticking down immediately. Yeah, okay. I can take a... I'm terrible for thinking about this right now, but I do take a double kill if I play like this. I let Spike take out this burster, and this one I hit with the sword. Thinking about a combo kill in this scenario is a little deranged, but I mean, I still have 14 HP on my hero. It's gonna take him like 12 turns at least to even scare me. From here, 12 turns from now, like even when he swings, I'm not really under threat until then. So like, I'm good. I'm good. I definitely tried my hardest to kill myself there. Not my greatest decision. In the interest of winning the run, I would not say throwing is helpful. And I don't have a shop here. And I think it's okay. So, Muncher Charm could be pretty nice. I do still want a way to get Frenzy on my Nova. I can't actually play the Moko Charm on her. Her HP is 1. The Moko Charm will lower HP and attack by 1. If you're at 1 HP, I don't think you can equip it. I believe that's the case. I know if you have 1 attack, you can't equip the The Pomegranate Charm, which gives you Barrage but takes 2 attack. You can't go into the negatives without, like, getting frosted. The card could show me Blaze Tea, which would be my Frenzy. So despite the fact that I can, no matter what, get a Charm on Nova, I think I go card and then Shade Sculptor. It seems like the most consistent play here. And look at that. You know, maybe I was calling my shot a little bit. Maybe I'd already seen most of the other cards already and there wasn't much else it could be. I don't know, but hey, look at that. I have my Blaze Tea. Problem is, I don't get a crown here, which means I have Nova, Dragon Pepper, no matter what. I can't get like a Lumen Vase Blaze Tea for a 3rd swing. I can't get a Lumen Vase and Spice Stones in the same opening hand with the Dragon Pepper. So I can't get anything huge. I can't get the... Well, if you think about it, I feel like I'm just splitting hairs here. It's like an instant win, or an instant win but slightly better. I'll take another Snow Cake for safety, but I should 100% be fine here. Spice Stones, I think I will not crown over Blaze Tea. I think the Blaze Tea on Nova, getting her the 2nd swing with the Dragon Pepper, probably better than just one big swing because of her Demonize. That does mean the Spice Stones are a lot less useful. That's fine. Again, it's about momentum here, I think. We just, we make Nova real big, real strong. We freeze the Spike Wall. I don't want any smackback incidents. And, you know, everything here, these guys are pretty much guaranteed to just kind of die. I'm gonna play an Ice Dice, and it goes on my hero. I do want to see what happens here. I want to see if Nova triggers here. I don't know if it does the shell or the block. The block is lower, and that makes me feel like it's going to happen first. But we'll find out. Is my music... I think the game's music is too loud. Hold on. Let me... I'm going to turn it down a little. That seems a little better, I think. I'm not sure. If the recording's not good, I'll scrap it. No big deal. It does take the block. Okay. I think I should not let my hero take this one. I'm not too sure. If I call this in, it could be bad. I think I just let it go. I'll save the Spice Stones for after the phase swap. Actually, no, he's probably gonna phase swap, like on the first swing. Greed, plus what, 7? 10 with a Demonize. He's gonna phase, and it's not even close. Give me a little bit of Spice, and I'll just... The second wave is gonna get just wiped out. They all spawn in here. They're all dead. A little bit of a shame about this, actually. Yeah, now I have a Sun Charm Grink staring me down, which... He's not that threatening, but... he's kind of just a pest. I have to wait a singular turn, which... I mean... It's so difficult, you know? Having the patience to sit here for the... It's over. I could keep complaining, but it's over. Does that change it? I probably shouldn't have called in an Ice Forge here. Yeah, Fun Gun might die. If, what's 1 plus 8? Yeah, no, the Ice Forge doesn't really change much. I called it in. I want the combo kill. I really don't need it, but, like, hey. It increases my damage. You think I'm gonna say no to that? Yeah, no cards to draw. I had my whole deck in my hand too. Hero loses 2 HP. It wasn't a 50-50 anymore, but again, like, the game is over. You know? I can play the Breakfast Sunbelt, I get another Dragon Pepper, but I feel like the fight's gonna be over by then. I'll take a card draw and, like, I mean, these other 2 ones also don't do anything. Might as well put a second Dragon Pepper in my deck. It's better than literally nothing. Recover from my injuries, and I just walk in. Block Charm. If I had gotten all my crowns, this would be the only thing that stops me from just winning, like, not in the crown phase, but probably on turn 1. And I just realized I put my Nova in not the row I intended to, but, like, I ask you again, dear viewer, who cares? I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference here, because we've got a real big number coming in. You know, I probably win if I hit her. This is +9 right now. So she's gonna do 21 and then 42. And a whole lot more if I... She's gonna do it twice if I just hit her. What can I say? She is called Nova for a reason. Sometimes, you know, it might be a little harder on the way with Nova, but, like, you get to the final boss... You get to the final boss, and she just turns them all into stardust in just a spectacular instant explosion. Like, it just looks like the 4th of July. And there's not really much competition when you have a Nova with like 8 charms. Is that 8? It's like 7. It's close enough. I could have put this one on and it just, like, doesn't do anything. No, I couldn't. Wait. This will really come in handy in the next fight, you know? The next fight. Yeah, okay, that's all. I sure hope this recording has usable audio balancing. I spent a little bit trying to mess with it, but I honestly didn't. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'll figure it out. Hopefully this is fine. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you for watching so much if you made it this far. And that's all from me. I'll see you guys in the next one.